Friday, as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm Brandon Gaughan. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
man, JC hurt. Oh, damn.
It's still open for the coordinator.
Okay. They're going to whip up.
33, here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah. Chew his ass out, 5.
Starting the NFL game. But it's so
I don't understand why he came to the line of scrimmage either.
Especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
A tone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was D.J. Johnson on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, get it. Tripping, man. What's up with you?
On 1st down, Wilcox. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Saw you too late,
That
man.
winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the
Saw you too late.
and that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Colts first down as they're able to
big game for you, my boy.
Conversion.
Need a big game for you, my boy.
The phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by pass is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
He got this big-ass hole right there.
Rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of mention, maybe even smile about the idea of running the football? It's worked well for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterbacks and they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's across midfield, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Wilcox. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Richardson working from the gun. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that'll run chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
They'll run on 1st down. Wilcox. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You don't need to see him anymore. It is a good body here.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action. Now Richardson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's what I mean, Will. That's what I mean, Dang.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, Ty, you can't fall forward one time?
The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, one quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I do what I can, baby.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. QB sneak, Richardson.
Touch push!
And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Anthony Richardson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts have regained the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long. Walker hitting the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go.
Second and 2. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
No, don't catch me. Don't catch me. Here come Metcalf.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this defense has been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
What do you want? Play baseball? Okay. Look, we got 2 more quarters. We got 3 quarters, really.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get
another
play
baseball,
shot at
okay?
it now as this one's in the air.
You're tripping.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Come on, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take
in
better
the
care of the
block
football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's
like, how's that possible? Are you getting held up at the block?
Pick six, and you come right back
You didn't
out
get
on the field.
touched.
You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's ready to go. Y'all ain't even ready. Y'all walking around and shit. Come on.
98 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
The ball comes
Ready to get there. Ready to get there.
Say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Come on, baby.
35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football.
Let's go, Brent. You owe me one.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
You owe me one, Brent. I know they're going to pick at you.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Hey, look at that. Oh, he's still out.
Now the try.
Oh, he's still out.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. You only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the
Still
clock
more.
in the second
That's all.
quarter of
Trying
the
to
Super
steal
Bowl.
more. I need 6 right here, guys.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yeah, all over your
loss
way.
of a couple on the play. So now
Murphy, I
third
thought
down
you were-
coming up.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
Overhead. Shoot, just wait. Just wait.
Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Lay hit, Mr. Ref. Come on now. I see him.
On first down, Wilcox, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. So the false start will back them up 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He's down
inside
5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down.
Step up in that pocket, You got to step up in that pocket. You know what they can do. You got to step up in that pocket.
With a little over 50 seconds to
Feel
go in the first half.
Step up in that pocket, bro. You're going to be all right.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Richardson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on
Y'all
first
ass up out there.
job in coverage there.
What y'all got going on? Y'all can't get off the line?
From further back than when they started.
And a really good play.
Yeah, them jammers on y'all leg. Come on now.
Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson to throw off play action. Look at end zone.
Oh, this fucking head. Let's go, 80. I told you I need a big game for you, my boy.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return going to come
good play, special team. Good play. Good play.
At the end of that one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson
Timeout.
picks it, and the Colts are going to have the football here at the
We need points. We got 27 seconds left.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You threw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He down the field, Fire. Come on, baby. Look. Down the field, Fire. Just saying.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's flushed out right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
They're not foul.
They're not foul. And the Seahawks are in great shape here.
Fucking Pat Surtain. Stop throwing to his motherfucker. Shit. I still one though. Try to steal one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete. First half in the books.
Metcalf, you good, bro, but we're going to put 5 people on your head, though.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy, not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of
On
good.
his head, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Way to go, defense. Way to go, defense.
He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Way to go, defense.
Start to this drive on the defensive
No
side of the
stop.
ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the
Go, D-line. Let's go, Latu. I see you, my boy.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right? You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not the case. Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level. They've been hot so far. Richardson looking to throw. Now this taken in by Downs.
Let's go, boy. Fell your feet, baby.
45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hey, 10, you come off that damn line. You need to hit him. That's the one you need to hit, bro. Hit his ass. But he tripping. He coming off the edge right after you. Look. He didn't even touch him.
Good pressure that time.
Come on, 10.
Indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now it's Richardson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
I'm saying, I had you in Denver, my boy. I know you can't play both arms. You got to pick and choose. I know you're a dog over there, but I'm still going to try. I can't keep on not going away from you.
I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
No, fire. Let them talk.
They'll run on first down.
66, get your big ass out of the way.
Maybe a yard down to the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Under pressure, and he will go down.
That's me all fucking day. You held the ball then, Five. That's you. That's all day, Five. We held the ball right there. I ain't saw it too late. I ain't want to risk it.
They responded on that play. Second advantage will begin to drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
That complete to Downs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Good hit. Damn, I thought I had.
Coming to the line here to begin their next
All we had him then,
drive,
5.
the Seahawks offense.
Shit, it went 2.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you
Damn,
never
I thought I
get
had
stopped
to
so
do it.
soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Ouch, bro. How you so fast, 8-2? Good play, though. Gotta get that, though.
Touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Two opportunities
the kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
They want to win too, guys. Come on.
And no run
fight.
back here.
Let's
It's
show how
going
we
to be
play.
touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
We want to win too. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Get him, fat man.
They find some open field here.
Get him, fat man.
They'll take this to
Get him, fat man.
midfield before going out of bounds. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Wilcox. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13.
Too, guys.
1st and 10.
But came down like Cam Chancellor did then. I was nervous.
Look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods.
Dive from the 5.
And the Colts are going to be set.
Yeah, we did. We tried to dive from the 5.
Moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shy away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate. With that last one earning them a new set of downs.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the kick.
You missed on the tush push, 5.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right.
Touchdown, Colts! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
Let's go, too, folks.
Are able to add on to that lead.
I ain't even know my ball was hurt.
That seemed pretty ideal
Coming
there
up
for the
big.
offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because
he hit the kicker.
that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
What's up, Great Dad?
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Richardson off the play fake. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, hell no.
Just get rid of it.
Hell no. No, throw that shit away.
When he breaks the pocket is he
Get
going
rid
to
of
take
that.
off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw
You do
this
not
one.
want to throw that ball.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Richardson. Flush to his right. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got to figure something out. We're really not having a good game, though, to be honest with you.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl
Just doing enough to
63
make
in that final frame after this timeout. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
And good
Let's go,
coverage
Danny.
by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, left side hit the hole. I need the whole right side to hit too. Come on, man.
Clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Everybody. Bro, fuck it. You double team 82 now. Fuck Metcalf.
Big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again.
Who for he is?
Point after, right
Twice.
down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Look at Metcalf, man. Be tripping on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wilcox. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield.
Why you get off the line? Nobody touched you.
Full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, come on, defense. Come on, center. You running around looking for somebody to touch.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawks.
I'm looking for somebody to touch, bro.
10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line. Kept their shoulders square and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he slips one that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let run down middle field, 82.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's complete. And he's brought down.
That's the one you want to kick.
Another nice gain. That's now 30.
That's the one you want to kick.
Last two plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw again. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets it inside the shin to the 9.
I knew that was called.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Seahawks have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Richardson. Pressure comes. He's taking down the Seahawk defense.
Got to let the ball go.
Miles Murphy, his 2nd sack of
Look
the
at that.
night.
3 fucking people. Come on. I ain't gonna go for it. I want to punt. Fuck. I want to punt, bro. I don't want to go for it. I can call timeout.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Can't wait till 2 minutes for the punt. I want to punt anyway. Got 3 timeout. Yeah. All timeout so I can punt.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession.
I'm not going for fucking 18. No, we got 3 timeouts. We'll be all right.
Down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Tripping. Come off the field. We got 3 timeouts. Make it stop.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt. 40 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
Bullshit.
Exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw.
Let's go! Pick it!
But he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going
Pick
on
it, bro.
Because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there.
Let's fucking go.
Did they stop?
Now let's fucking go.
They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Here's Richardson. Hit as he throws there.
Let the ball go, we good.
You get into these
we let the ball go, we good.
You often got tired legs on the offensive line.
But
these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds.
hit me, my man. Need you right there, my boy.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson.
Let's go!
This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
He missed the fucking field goal. Oh, okay.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the
50-second mark
before going out of bounds.
50-second mark.
Facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He completes this to Walker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
God damn, Thompson. Let's go, bro. We need that pick.
Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
We need that pick, Thompson.
If that one's picked off,
You've been catching picks all year, bro.
So to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He'll look to throw.
I saw it. It's a game, bro. I saw it. I couldn't get over there. I couldn't fucking get over there. Damn it, man.
Touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game.
Fucking couldn't get over.
Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single
Couldn't get over there, bro.
contest.
Damn it.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Richardson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl.
Fucking get over there, bro.
Yo, fresh out the